Hi my darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today you and I are sitting down and we're having a conversation. You are getting to know me a little better today. This is gonna be a get to know me tag. This should probably have been the first video on my channel, but it's okay, we're here now. Okay, so I want you to feel connected to me. I want you to get to know me just a little more about my personality and the story behind my journey and how we got here and why we are here and the journey moving forward. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. I will be looking down because I have the questions on my phone. Now, because I do not have Instagram presence like that, I only have 500 followers on Instagram. I did not ask people on Instagram to ask me questions about myself. I rather went to ChatGPT, my bestie, and I got some questions from ChatGPT. They are on this phone, so I'll be looking down a lot to read the questions and then answer them. I don't want to have the phone here. I feel like it's going to distract you and myself, so I'll just keep it down here. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at the questions. So let's get right into it. The first segment is going to be basic facts. So what is my name and what would I like people to call me? My full name is Vare Owa. Vare Owa. It's an Oshera name, but you can just call me Vare. Some people call me Vare, some say Vare, some say it's okay. Just don't call me Zare, please. I do not like my name being pronounced with a Z. Just try to say the Vare. Okay. How old am I and when is my birthday? I am 26 years old. I'm turning 27 this year on the 29th of October. Where am I from? So I was born and raised in Windhoek, but apparently you can't say you're from Windhoek. So I'm from Kobabas, I guess, because that is where my parents are from, though they currently reside in Kobabas. This thing of where you're from is a bit tricky. My parents currently reside in Kobabas. So am I from Kobabas or am I from Aminus, where my parents originally are from? But even though I've left in Windhoek my whole life because my parents also left in Windhoek. My parents only moved to Kobabas after I finished school. So not to say I don't know where I'm from, but I can must be from different places at once. Yeah, so I was born and raised in Windhoek, but my parents are from Aminus and they currently reside in Kobabas. That is where I'm from. Okay. Do I have any siblings? I am the last born of 5 siblings from my mom's side and 10 siblings from my dad's side. So yes, I do have siblings and I am the last born. What is my favorite color? The color I'm wearing right now is my current favorite color. But my favorite color changes seasonally. Sometimes it's light pink and then sometimes it's this light blue. Should I say light blue or light turquoise? Yeah, that's my favorite color. What's my favorite food? I love pizza. I can eat pizza every day, all day. I love pizza. I love chips and Russian. I love fat cakes. Those are my top 3. And then my favorite drink is juice. I love juice and I love tea. So those are basic facts about me. Let's get into the next segment, which is going to be family and relationships. Tell us about your family. Which family? The family I'm born into or the family that I've created? About the family that I'm born into, I've just said I'm the last one of 5 and 10 siblings. The family that has come from me, I have 2 beautiful kids of my own. My firstborn is 5 now and my daughter she's turning 1 this month actually. So yes, I have 2 beautiful kids. I have a boy and a girl. I have the best of both worlds. I'm not having any more kids, okay? Am I married or in a relationship? I'm not yet married. I am in a very stable and healthy relationship. Very happy. My favorite thing about being a mom and what motherhood has taught me, I think I can do this in another sit-down video. So I would like to start having just a small short sit-down videos, and I would like to call this segment tea chats. So I do not have tea in the house right now, but I do have a cup of water. So this will serve as our tea in this video, and this is going to be the first episode of tea chats. Sorry, the phone locked itself. Yeah, so about motherhood and what I love about being a mom, I can share those in a separate sit down video. We're going to move on to the next segment, which is education and career. What did I study and what do I do for work? Okay, so I studied mining engineering. I have a bachelor of engineering in mining from NAST. Did I always dream of this career? No, I didn't. I never dreamed of being an engineer at all, at all, at all. So when I was in high school, I think from grade 9, I had an amazing accounting teacher. So I always wanted to be an accountant, or in my high school years, I always wanted to be an accountant. In grade 12, I had accounting on higher level, or I was in a class where majority of us had accounting on higher level, and everybody in our class wanted to be a chartered accountant, including myself. So applications opened at NAST. I applied for chartered accountancy, and then just when I was applying, that is when I learned that actually you need to have two choices. Like it was compulsory to have a second choice, and I didn't think of. I at that point I didn't know, or I had not thought of anything else. I just thought I want to be a chartered accountant. So then I learned about engineering, and then I applied for mining engineering. And then when NAS responded in January, the Faculty of Engineering sent their approval letter first that I've been approved to go study mining engineering. So it's like, okay, fine, engineering it is. And then at that time, because I hadn't really done research, or I hadn't attended career fairs and stuff. I used to tell myself that a lot of us wanted to chartered accountancy, so this course will probably be saturated. So it's fine, I'll go do engineering. And then a week later, the Faculty of Accounting also sent the approval letter, but by then I had made up my mind that I was going to study engineering. So little did I know that it was God redirecting me, and there will probably also be another segment in another sit-down video. That is how I ended up studying mining engineering, and yeah. What do you do for work? So I am a mining engineer, but then in mining there are different departments, right? So not every mining engineer does the same thing. So in my previous job, I used to be a drill and blast engineer, but currently I am a dispatcher. I would love to go back into the drilling and blasting, but just not now because I've just started this job. So I need to, there's still a lot I'm learning about this job, and I'm loving it. I'm receiving a lot of support. I would love to grow within this department, and then eventually probably find my way back to drill and blast or mine planning. If I still do want to go into that, or if I want to stay in the dispatch department, I can just stay in this department. What do I do for work? I don't know. I feel like I should explain this in layman's terms. Or am I insulting you guys? But basically, what I do, I coordinate the activities on the mine, right? I am responsible for communicating between the production teams, maintenance teams, and management. So, whatever the production team is doing, I take, how do I say, I capture the data of everything that is happening in terms of production. I put this into reports that management can read and interpret and use to make informed decisions. Okay, and then for maintenance, if there's any breakdowns or anything, any constraints with regards to the machinery and the equipment, I communicate to the maintenance teams, and then they attend to that, and then production can go on. So I'm also responsible for optimizing production. Okay, that is it in simple terms. I'll not get into detail. What's one career goal you're working towards? So like I said, I would love to grow within this department. I would love to learn as much as I can and grow within this department, and then hopefully at some point I can get back into what my first passion was, if that is still what my passion is, which is drill and blast or mind planning, or my passion can change at any point. It is what one of my career goals is, or that I'm working towards right now, is just growing within this department and learning as much as I can. And then I would also love to do my master's. I don't know when. Definitely not next year, probably the year after next year. I would love to go back and do my master's, because my degree right now is equivalent to an honors. So from here I can just do a master's. So we're gonna get into the next segment, which is my YouTube channel. So what inspired you to begin vlogging? So I'm gonna answer these questions together, right? What inspired you to begin vlogging? What do you hope your channel becomes in the future? And what is your biggest YouTube goal? I can't say what inspired me to begin vlogging, because when I started vlogging, like I was just playing around with TikTok. I had just downloaded TikTok. By that time, I wasn't even watching any TikTok videos. I just downloaded TikTok, and then I watched, maybe for 2 days, I watched TikTok videos, and then I downloaded CapCut. I started filming myself, edited and posted. It was just for vibes. I was just playing around. And then when more people started finding my account and engaging with my content, and mostly people were just inspired. I can't even say by what, but people were just really inspired. And so that is what inspired me to keep vlogging, was the engagement that I was receiving from the people, the nice comments. People on TikTok were so nice. That was so nice, and that is what inspired me to just keep documenting my life. And then also looking back at my videos is one thing that just keeps me vlogging. Like now when I look back at videos I created 2 years ago on TikTok and see how far I've come, mostly that is really what just keeps me going when, yeah, like as a creator, looking back at how far I've come. And what type of content can viewers expect? You can still just expect daily vlogs, weekly vlogs, maybe a little bit down of maybe a little bit of sit down videos. It's gonna be a bit difficult for me to film sit down videos because I live with the kids, so it can get very loud in the house or they can be distracting or disturbing. So it's gonna be difficult to film sit down videos. But then I do want to, like I mentioned, to start a segment of tea chats where we'll sit down and just have really short conversations. Yeah, so that's the type of content that you can expect. And then what's my biggest YouTube goal? Right now, my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers because I want to get monetized, and we are growing very, very fast. Like my channel is not even 2 months yet, and we are already at 800 and something subscribers, if not already at 1,000 even by the time I drop this video. So we are growing so fast, and I'm so grateful. Thank you all so much for those who have subscribed. Like I never even asked you guys to subscribe. Like I never say, hi guys, please like, comment and subscribe. I never say that, but you guys do subscribe, probably because you enjoy the content. I don't know, but I'm so grateful and I'm really in awe. My goal was to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. It's been 2 months of me vlogging, or it's been 6 weeks of me vlogging, and I'm already almost at 1,000 subscribers. So that is really mind-blowing, and I'm really grateful for that. So that's my biggest YouTube goal. And then after that, well, ChatGPT has advised me against saying this, but I'm not going to be chasing numbers. I'm not going to be chasing subscribers or views. That's why even when my video it does not perform well, even on TikTok, I do not take it down because the views do not affect me. I am not going to be chasing numbers. What I am chasing is just to share my story so that anybody, or so that somebody can get the motivation or the inspiration, so that they do not give up, so that they do not lose hope, so that they can revive their faith or restore their faith in God. Like if you once believed in God and then you stop believing in God because your life just got so hard at some point, that is what I want my channel to do for you. I want you to see that there is a God who is gracious. There is a God who fulfills his promises, because my channel is not my channel, but my life is a testimony of God fulfilling each and every one of his promises. And also to show you the ups and downs of life. Like I had a job, I had this very nice life. I used to travel, I used to do this and that, and then I lost my job, moved back home, and now I'm building myself back up. So just to show you the ups and downs of life. And yeah, I'm going to be sharing every setback and every achievement that I have, just to continue inspiring and motivating the next person. So that is my biggest goal for documenting my life, or for sharing my life, because I can say I'm documenting my life for myself, but then why am I posting it online? Why am I just not keeping the videos like on a hard drive or on the laptop or something and watch them alone? Why am I sharing them? So that is why I share my videos. I'm just going to keep re-emphasizing in every other vlog that I just want you guys to see the testimony, or I just want to testify about how good God is and how he's coming through for my life, and most importantly that he can also do the same for you in your life. So this is not a motivational video, but I just wanted to let you guys know why I share my life, because seeing how people used to get motivated on TikTok, that inspired me to keep showing more of it, because all this is just God. God has brought me this far, and I want to show more of where God is yet to take me, and to show you that he can do the same for you. I feel like this is becoming repetitive, so let us move into the next segment of the video. So what's the most challenging part of starting YouTube? Not starting YouTube, but the most challenging part about YouTube, or that I'm facing right now as a YouTuber, is what to include and what to exclude. Like, am I oversharing? Am I not sharing enough? Because most people actually complain that my videos are not complain, but most viewers ask that I make longer videos. But then in order for me to make the videos longer, I feel like I need to include things that I feel are unnecessary, because there will be times where I'll be editing a 40-minute vlog, and then the more I edit, the more unnecessary things I cut out, and then the video just ends up being 20 minutes, and then you guys feel like it's too short. So should I then include those things that I feel are unnecessary? But then also, I want to create a video that I myself would also enjoy watching. I don't want to create a video that has lots of unnecessary parts that I would need to skip through, and then it gets boring, you understand? So I don't know, that's the part that I'm trying to balance now. Like with the travel vlog, when I went to Hobabas, I included a lot of parts that I felt were unnecessary, or like, yeah, I felt I included a lot of parts that I felt were unnecessary, but then there is the vlog that's performing the best right now. So I don't know what the formula is. I want to create videos that I myself enjoy watching, and then you guys can also enjoy watching. So if I now need to include unnecessary things just so that the videos are longer, then I don't know. So that is one of the challenges I'm facing. And then the other challenge is whether to include my family or not, especially the kids. With Maya, obviously, I'm not going to be showing her at all at the moment. But then with Vexi himself, he also used to watch a lot of YouTube. I started limiting him now. He used to watch the Prince family a lot. Now, I know the type of content that the Prince family creates, because I used to watch them also myself. And Vexi used to love watching Kyrie and DJ a lot. And now whenever I'm recording a YouTube channel, he's always like in my back. He wants to be in the video himself. I don't like force the camera on him. He actually wants to be in the video. And whenever I post the videos, he watches the parts where he's featured. He watches those over and over and over again. So that is why I keep including Vexi. But had he not wanted to be in the videos, I would not have included him at all, because he's just 5. I don't think I should have a 5-year-old on YouTube. But then he loves being on YouTube. He loves watching himself. But should I do it because he loves it, or should I consider his safety or his privacy? Not privacy. You guys understand what I mean. So that is the challenge I have now, whether to include him or not. But I'm also very cautious not to include intimate family moments, or even of himself. There will be times where I'm recording him and then he's like, no, don't record me, and then I stop recording him and I don't include that part in the video. And then also for the family time, like we could be somewhere buying, and then I would have the camera set up, but then I would put music over that segment of the video. I do not include because even if I'm recording, I'm still having a real life moment with my family. I'm having real conversations and interactions, so I do not include those for just to protect the privacy and intimacy of the family. Is intimacy the right word? I think there's another word I'm looking for, not intimacy. Maybe to close it off, we can do a quick fire round where I'm gonna answer this or that. Okay, sweet or salty? I used to be a sweet tooth, but I do not take sugar anymore. I'm trying to limit my sugar intake. Like with my teas, I take my teas without sugar. I do cheat sometimes, but I mostly take my teas with no sugar. I don't remember the last time I had cake. I also didn't have chocolate for a very long time, until Tate brought my Valentine's hamper. This is the first time I ate chocolate in a very long time. So I have cut out on sugar very drastically. So I'm now a salty person. Netflix or YouTube? YouTube any day. Summer or winter? Summer. I hate winter. Cats or dogs? None of the above. I don't like cats. I don't like dogs. None. Sneakers or heels? Sneakers. It's just that I can't afford them right now, but once I start affording sneakers, I'm gonna have every type of sneaker. City or countryside? I'm a city girl. City, definitely. Shopping or staying home? I can be a shopaholic. I feel like once I start shopping, I can't stop until the money is done, and then I become a homebody. So I'm only a homebody when I don't have money, but when I have money, I'm a shopaholic. Sunrise or sunset? I think sunrise. No, a sunset. No, sunset actually. Phone call or text? It depends really on what you want to talk about. Sometimes it's quicker to just have a phone call conversation and get it out of the way, instead of just sending text messages. And also in text messages, things can get misinterpreted, right? So sometimes it's quicker and easier to just have a quick phone call. But also when you call, you must get straight to the point. Don't try and start with small talk. Yeah, cooking or takeout? Cooking. Takeout is unhealthy. Yeah, so I think we have come to the end of episode 1 of Chit Chats, which is a get to know me tag. I feel like, I don't know how I feel about this video. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it. But if I do post it, then I mean, if you're seeing this, then that means I've posted it, or maybe I will reshoot. But I'm feeling really exhausted right now. I'm actually on night shift, and I need to sleep and rest and prepare for to go to work tonight. So thank you so much for watching. If there's any question that I missed, or if there's anything that you would like to know, you can just put it in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. That's if it's not invasive, of course. Otherwise, you can, if it's personal or private, you can ask me on Instagram or on TikTok, and I'll be more than happy to respond to your question. We have officially come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching.